We've been sold a lie. Since we were kids, the world told us that the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. We're told to pick a lane, stay the course, and be consistent. Consistency is seen as the ultimate virtue, while changing your mind is viewed as a weakness, or worse, a betrayal. But let's look at the straight line people. They are often the ones stuck in 1998, wondering why their fax machine business isn't booming. Today, I want to introduce you to a word that sounds like a fancy French pastry, but is actually the secret weapon of the world's most disruptive thinkers. That word is tergiversant. By the end of this video, you aren't just going to know what it means. You're going to realize that being a little tergiversant might be the only way to actually survive the future. So, let's get the technical stuff out of the way. Tergiversant, ter-jiv-er-suhnt, functions as both a noun and an adjective. As an adjective, it describes someone who is fickle or evasive. It comes from the Latin tergum, the back, and versare, to turn. Literally, it means to turn one's back. As a noun, a tergiversant is a person who repeatedly changes their attitude or opinions. In politics, they'd call you a flip-flopper. In a courtroom, they'd call you unreliable. But in the world of high-level performance and breaking the status quo, I call it intellectual agility. Think about the word's origin. Turning your back. Usually, that's seen as a cowardly move. But what if you're turning your back on a burning building? What if you're turning your back on an idea that no longer serves you? Most people are terrified of being tergiversant because of the sunk cost fallacy. We've spent 5 years on a degree, 10 years in a career, or 3 years in a relationship. And even when we realize the straight line is leading us off a cliff, we keep walking because we don't want to be inconsistent. I remember a mentor of mine, a guy who had built and sold 3 tech companies. I asked him his secret, and he said, "I am perfectly happy to be the stupidest person in the room today if it makes me the smartest person in the room tomorrow." He was a master tergiversant. He would argue a point with absolute passion on Monday, and by Tuesday, if new data came in, he would completely abandon that position. He didn't care about saving face. He cared about being right. If you aren't willing to turn your back on your old self, you are essentially a monument to your past. And monuments don't grow. They just erode. Now, I know tergiversant is a mouthful. It sounds like something a doctor tells you right before they give you bad news about your spine. To remember it, I want you to imagine a professional salsa dancer. Imagine they are in the middle of a beautiful routine, and suddenly, they see a giant, angry bear walk onto the dance floor. A consistent person says, "I committed to this dance. I must finish the mambo." They get eaten. The tergiversant dancer says, "Nope. Pivot. Back turn." And they moonwalk right out the exit. Whenever you feel the pressure to stick to a bad idea just because you started it, think of the salsa dancer and the bear. Are you going to keep dancing? Or are you going to be tergiversant and live to dance another day? Breaking free from conventional thinking requires us to embrace the turn. The status quo loves people who are predictable. Predictable people are easy to market to. They are easy to manage. They are easy to ignore. But look at the icons. Look at Steve Jobs. He famously told his team one thing, then came in the next day and told them the exact opposite with even more conviction. He wasn't crazy. He was evolving at 100 miles per hour. He was a tergiversant by nature. To push your limits, you have to be willing to desert your own ego. You have to ask yourself, am I holding on to this belief because it's true, or because I'm afraid of looking like I don't know what I'm doing? True personal growth is the process of constantly turning your back on the person you were yesterday. So, here's my challenge to you this week. Find one straight line in your life that you've been walking just because you feel you have to. Is it a habit? A business strategy? A social circle that drains your energy? Give yourself permission to be tergiversant. Turn your back on the expectation. Pivot. It's not fickle if it's toward a better version of yourself. It's not evasive if you're evading mediocrity. Stop worrying about being consistent and start worrying about being alive. The world is changing too fast for you to stay facing the same direction forever. Be the dancer. See the bear. Pivot. Stay bold. Stay agile. And most importantly, keep turning. I'll see you in the next one.